Our worst fears have been confirmed by a host of studies in the last few years. Burgers, pizzas, sandwiches, noodles, chips, soft drinks, patties, candies, chocolates, French fries, and many more are on the list of food items which are undoubtedly sumptuous but not so healthy. They are called junk food or fast food too. They are ultra processed food high in sugar and salt content, and in some cases come with a dash of saturated fat too. These are pre-prepared or packaged food with low nutritional value. Several studies have confirmed that junk food has replaced tobacco as the leading cause of early death globally. The World Health Organization is worried too. In July this year, it issued guidelines on policies protecting children from the harmful impact of unhealthy food. It urged countries to implement comprehensive mandatory guidelines to protect children of all ages from the marketing of foods and non-alcoholic beverages high in saturated fatty acids, trans fatty acids, free sugars, or salt. And now, on September 22nd, a coalition of public health professionals, consumer organizations, legal advocates, and patient associations collectively urged the Indian government to take action against the increasing consumption of high fat, high sugar, high salt, and ultra processed foods.
All the correct information should be placed on the product itself, and the consumer has to become savvy and see what are they buying and what are they eating. The labels should be simplified. Actually, there should be some regulation saying that simplify the labels, and in a very common and plain English tell people what does this contain.
According to a study published in the journal Addiction, highly processed foods meet the three criteria of an addictive substance as outlined by the 1988 SG report on the addictive nature of tobacco products. Like tobacco, these food items trigger compulsive use, have psychoactive effects, and are highly reinforcing.
Both tobacco per se and junk food are addictive, yes. They are addictive in nature and sinks in the bloodstream in a way that they actually attract more consumption. So junk foods are headed towards addiction, especially for children and teens. And sooner or later, it can be equated with tobacco.
According to an estimate, India may suffer a loss of nearly $850 billion by 2060 due to health issues associated with junk food. Nutrition Advocacy in Public Interest, or NAPI, which calls itself a think tank on nutrition, has demanded stricter regulations on advertising of junk food on the lines of cigarettes. Experts also believe that existing regulatory policies are ineffective. They claim that most advertisements of junk foods are misleading and especially directed at children and adolescents.
Junk food advertisements make you believe that I want to eat this. That's the difference. That's why the advertisement part should be controlled. Then people make a choice. Once they know everything, if they make a choice that I want to eat this particular product, so we should allow the people to eat. You can't ban people that don't eat this, don't eat that, right? You can't ban them. You can only advise them. But give them information first that this food is risky.
So should health warnings be similar to those on cigarette packets?
What is injurious to health depends on the context, right? The same thing, if I have once in 6 months, it's not injurious to health. So therefore, if you have to put a label on it saying it's injurious to health, it may not be correct. Something which is universally accepted, like a cigarette, if you have one or if you have 10, it is injurious to health. So that label makes sense. But something like even roti, for example, many people say roti is not good. So do you think we'll put a warning on wheat, on atta? That does not make sense. So it has to be an education based approach, not a sort of warning based approach.
So what could be the ideal approach?
The answer has to be that we have to give people healthy options. We have to create an environment where people have easily accessible healthy food. Right now, a lot of people can't afford healthy food. There are many studies about this, that a lot of the people who are in the poorer segment, who don't have the resources and means, actually have junk food. They go to McDonald's, and in the US especially, having a McDonald's burger is much cheaper than having healthy organic food. So the answer is, we have to give people healthier options, and easily available and affordable options.
The government has made a big move in that direction by trying to bring back millets in the mainstream. Several FMCG companies too have come out with products with millet contents, like millet biscuits, millet muesli, millet flakes, etc. But they are still costly and not easily available. Meanwhile, increased awareness about the harms of ultra-processed food will go a long way in checking their use. While it may not be easy to eliminate junk food entirely from our lives, reducing its aggressive promotion is a critical step towards a healthier future.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
He's about to land his dream job. Business Standard.